Imagine opening your investment app after years of discipline and sacrifice and feeling absolutely nothing. No excitement, no rush, just a number that looks way too small for all the effort you put in. You've been consistent for 5, maybe 10 years, skipping vacations, driving the same old car, saying no to that new gadget everyone else is buying. You did everything right, saved monthly, skipped impulse buys, said no to fun. You watched friends travel, upgrade phones, eat out every weekend, while you transferred another $500 to your brokerage account. So why does it feel like you're standing still while everyone else is moving forward? Then you see it. A coworker casually posting that their portfolio went up tens of thousands while they were on vacation. No extra effort. No extra saving. Just the market doing its thing. Maybe they started later than you, or invested in something trendy at the right time, and suddenly your progress feels laughable, almost insulting. This is the part of wealth building nobody prepares you for. The beginning feels pointless, not rewarding, just quietly frustrating. You start questioning everything. Is this even worth it? Did I waste all these years? Here's what's really happening. This phase isn't about money. It's about physics. At the start, you are doing all the work. Your investments aren't failing. They're just too small to matter yet. Every dollar of growth comes from your discipline, not from momentum or compounding magic. Think about real numbers. Suppose you invest $500 a month at 8% average return. In year 1, you put in $6,000. The market might add $300 to $500. That's it. Year 5, you've contributed $30,000. Total maybe $35,000 to $38,000. The growth is still tiny compared to your effort. It feels unfair because it is, but it's also unavoidable. Think of it like pushing a massive stone uphill. Not a small rock, a giant slab that barely moves no matter how hard you push. You strain, sweat, exhaust yourself, then look back and realize you've barely made progress. That painful stretch is the early years of investing. And yes, it's supposed to feel brutal. Almost everyone who succeeds went through this exact grind. But what they're really building is invisible momentum, the kind that only shows results later. It's like planting seeds in dry soil. Nothing happens for months, then one season everything explodes. That's compounding. You're not failing, you're just in the setup phase. Let me share a quick real story. Take someone like Mike, a regular guy who started investing at 25 with $200 per month into index funds. By age 35, after 10 years, his portfolio was only approximately $40,000. He almost quit, thinking it was pointless. But he kept going. By age 45, another 10 years, it hit $250,000. By 55, over $1 million. The last 10 years added more than the first 30 combined. That's the flip point. At some point, quietly, without fanfare, the equation changes. One decent year in the market suddenly adds more to your account than you managed to save yourself in several years. Maybe a 20 to 30% bull market year adds $50,000 to $100,000 when your base is big enough. The stone doesn't stop needing effort, but gravity starts helping instead of fighting you. That's when momentum finally shows up. From here, time becomes louder than effort. Your contributions still matter, but now they're amplified massively. Progress speeds up. Growth becomes visible. Monthly statements start looking exciting instead of depressing. This is when people say, "It finally feels like it's working," even though it was working the whole time. Just silently. But success creates a new danger: impatience. After years of restraint, your brain wants a reward, a nicer car, a bigger place, a lifestyle upgrade. You think, "I've earned this." And if you're not careful, you slow the machine right before it enters its most powerful phase, the exponential explosion in your 40s, 50s, or 60s. Real example. Many early retirees pull big chunks out at 40 to 45 to live a little, only to realize later they cut their future income in half. One guy I read about withdrew $200,000 for a dream house at 42. That withdrawal cost him over $2 million by retirement age due to lost compounding. True wealth building isn't about being clever. It's about not interrupting the process once it finally works. Eventually, the numbers get big enough that gains and losses stop feeling real. Your portfolio swings more in a month than your old yearly salary, and you realize fear no longer controls your decisions. You become anti-fragile, and you realize fear no longer controls your decisions. You can watch a 20% drop and think, okay, it'll recover. It always does. Ironically, the final obstacle isn't the market. It's you. The closer you get to freedom, the stronger the temptation just to take a little. A vacation fund here, a new kitchen there, and that's how years of compound interest quietly disappear. Winning isn't about chasing more. It's about knowing when patience is worth more than comfort. So, if you're still at the beginning and everything feels slow, don't panic. That grind isn't a mistake. It's proof that the system works. You're building the base. Every dollar you add now is like planting a tree whose shade you'll enjoy decades later. And if momentum has already appeared, don't lose your head. The most dangerous moment is always closer to the finish line than it seems. Protect the snowball at all costs. Build a life first. Let the money follow quietly. Because the people who win long-term aren't obsessed with net worth. They're focused on creating a life they don't want to escape from. Freedom isn't just a big number. It's options, peace, time with people you love. If this perspective helped you see the game differently, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's keep playing the long game together. Drop in the comments. How long have you been investing? And what's your biggest struggle right now? I read them all.